पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we begin our day with particular thought, that thought keeps on repeating by default in our mind. This is not from books, this is from experience. Where I learned this, I told you, whole spiritual practice is learning from our experiences. I was small, and those days Radio Ceylon was very popular. And in the morning, the song that I heard on radio, no TV, no nothing. तेरी प्यारी प्यारी सूरत को किसी की नजर ना लगी. Now that was going on in my mind. And in that mode, when somebody asked me some question, do you know? Yes, what? Teri pyari, pyari, sur. Got such a beating in my life. That day I discovered. So when you start, life is a time pass, kya farak padta hai, it will slowly seep in your system. And then the change will come. And the change will be only one. Mauj mein raho, be happy. Then what about miseries? Distribute. But you don't become miserable. See? Therefore, keep on listening to this mantra again and again. Now we have come to the 71st verse, where Vidyananda Swami Maharaj is quoting the Vakyavritti of Bhagwan Shankaracharya. Alambanataya bhati yo asmat pratyaya shabdayoho antakarana sambhinna bodasa tvam padabhida. So what is said in the Tattvamasi Mahavakya, the first thing we have to understand, the acceptance of the truth, the Brahman, the reality, the Sat. When we are listening to Satsanga, is Paroksha Jnanam. We all have Paroksha Jnanam. We are hearing it. After this is accepted, then only we can experience. So two stages. First stage is we are to be convinced of something. We are all living our convictions. We have our conviction about ourselves. I am very good. I help everybody. Others will never say that. We only say, because I am convinced. So, we are all living our convictions. Now, if we are convinced that the truth is ekameva dvitiya, neha nanasti kinchana, neha chachasti kinchana, neha mamasti kinchana. There is but one truth. See? If we are convinced of this, then the question comes, am I included in that truth or am I excluded? Are we talking about Brahman somewhere above the clouds? See? And for that, the next step comes. And that step is by the Mahavakya. So Mahavakya Deva Aparokshadihi. Therefore, Alambanataya Bhati Yo Asmat Pratyaya Shabdayoho Antakarna Sambhinna Bodha Satvam Padavidaha. So what is the meaning of these three words? Tat, Tvam, Asi. The more you go deep into the understanding, it is such a joy. See? If it is said, Tvam, no knowledge will take. Tat, no knowledge will take. Asi, to see. Then, if we are not able to establish the relationship among the words or between the words, then also knowledge will not take place. Then the relation among the words is established by some prepositions. If the meaning of those prepositions is also not clear, knowledge will not take place. So what is the knowledge? When correct import of every word is understood, in addition, the relationship among those words is perfectly established, then only the ultimate knowledge takes place. Here also, Tattvam Asi. So first of all, we'll try to get the meaning of the word Tvam. So here the teacher says, Yaha, that pure conscious reality, Asmat Pratyaya Shabdayoho Antakarna Sambhinna Bodhaha. So, I, with reference to I, who is this I? The consciousness with reference to the mind. Then, Alambanataya Bhati. So, when I say I am is unqualified presence. When I say I am man, a qualified presence. I am happy, qualified presence. So this qualification is in relation to some conditionings. Therefore, yaha aspat pratyaya shabdayoho antakarna sannibodaha alambanataya bhati. So this is the substratum, the pure consciousness, which is supporting all these specialities. That consciousness is called as the Tvam in the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. So it is something like this. The husband says, I am man. What does he mean? He means, originally I am man, by accident I became husband. Similarly, originally I am Brahman, but by wrong understanding, I have come down to the status of Jiva. And therefore, man can become the husband, but husband can never become the man. What is the reason? He is already a man. He doesn't have to become. Therefore, our Mahamantra, na kuch pana, na kuch kona. You are not going to become divine. We have unnecessarily come over here. I'm not going to become. Why? You are already divine. This is too much. Hum kaha papo, hum papa karma. That is why the father is called as Papa. Papa karma. Dear friends, therefore, tam pada vidaha, the meaning of the Tvam in the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. Now be attentive. This Tvam word we are taking from the sentence Tattvamasi. Don't take that word Tvam from anywhere. Therefore, whenever any word is used without reference to context, you can never get the right import of the word. This is so important. Therefore, consciousness which is supporting the mind and the modifications of the mind, that consciousness is referred as Tvam in the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. Then, what is the meaning of Tat? Maya upadhir jagadyonihi sarvajñatvadi lakshanaha paroksha shabalaha satya adi atmakam tat padavidaha. So, what is the meaning of Tat? There are two things. One is Maya upadhi jagadyoni. Paramatma or the Brahman with the conditioning of the Maya and as the substratum of the Jagat, the world, which is names and forms, is Ishvara, and the same Brahman with the conditioning of the Satvik Maya is the Ishvara, the controller of the created world. So two things, Tvam is Jiva and Tat is Jagat and Ishvara both. And therefore in our religion, when I touch a tricolor, I am not touching India. But when I touch a Shivalinga, I am touching Paramatma. See the difference? Because tricolor is we created. Now it has got three colors, we don't know. We may expand and add more colors. Who knows? But this Upadana Karana of this world is also the same Paramatma with the conditioning of the name and the form, and the same Brahman with the conditioning of the Sarvajna, Sarvashaktiman, etc. Ishvara is also the same Brahman. So this substratum supporting the Jagat as well as the creator of the Jagat is called as the Tat Pada in the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. See? So these are Paroksha Shabala, these are the various attributes superimposed on the reality. This is the meaning of the Tat Pada in the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. Now, Pratyak Parokshata Ekasya Sadvitiyatva Purnata Viruddheti Yatastasma Lakshana Sampravartane. Now, how can we say Tat is Ishvara, creator as well as the Jagat, and Tvam is the Jiva. Now, Jiva is Alpa Shaktiman, Alpajna, Alpavyapi, and Ishvara is Sarva Shaktiman, Sarvajna, Sarvavyapi. How these two things can be one? They are totally contrary. How do we come to this conclusion that the Jiva and the Paramatma is one? How do we accept it? And therefore, Viruddhyate yataha tasmat lakshana sampravartate. Then we have to use a proper technique of understanding. See? So, what is the type of lakshana? Tattvamasyadi vakyeshu lakshana bhaga lakshana soyamityadi vakyastha padayo iva napara. Now we have to understand the meaning of the word is either direct meaning, what we call vachartha, and second is called lakshartha, the implied meaning. See? Vachartha is what? You are late. Simple statement. You are late. Now what is the lakshartha? Yes, you can never be late. Because he is late, so although he is told you are never be late, but sarcastically said that is lakshartha. When somebody is told, yes, you can never be wrong. Although he is wrong, it is told you are never be wrong. Lakshartha, implied meaning. So, what is the lakshartha here? We have to understand. Then, the second meaning of the lakshana vritti is something is added and something is taken out. Suppose we remove something. He is a lion. My God, I am afraid. No, he is a member of a lion club. Oh, it's okay. So we have removed the direct meaning of the word lion and understood he is a human being. Jahat Lakshana. Then Ajahat Lakshana. Ajahat Lakshana means we have not removed anything. Straight away said, you are a fool. So is a fourth, no problem. The third is a mixture. Something is removed and something is retained. For example, it is said that do you remember Maruti was standing there? मारुति हनुमान जी कहाँ से आए? नहीं यार, मारुति कार. Oh. So Hanumanji is removed and car is kept. Something is removed, something is put. This is called Jat Ajat Lakshana. Now this is what is indicated in this Tattvamasi Mahavakya. So, example will be given. Samsargo va Vishishto va Vakyato Natra Sammataha. We are not trying to understand the Mahavakya in relational context. See, like man is son, the same man is husband, the same man is father. Are we trying to establish relationship between the son, the husband and the father? No, this is not the purpose. The purpose is that whether he is a son or a husband or a man, he is essentially a man. This is the purpose. In the same manner, in this Mahavakya Upadesh, Samsargo va Vishishto va Vakyartha na atra sammataha. We are not trying to relatively establish something that the Brahman or the Ishvara is the created, Jiva is the created. No. We are not talking about that. Then, Vakyartha ekarasatvena. We have to establish the one who is the creator, who is the created, and who is the Jiva. That one is alone, appearing to have become three because of the three conditionings. With the conditioning of the names and the forms, Brahman is called as the Jagat. With the conditioning of the Sarvajñatva Ityadi, the Paramatma is called as the Ishvara. With the conditioning of the Panchakoshas, the same Paramatma is called as the Jiva. Now, out of these three conditioning, we have no control over the names and the forms of the world. We have no control on the Ishvara. We can control on ourselves. And therefore, we have to recognize our divine nature. So when we recognize our divine nature, our standpoint changes. See? What will be that standpoint? As the Ishvara looks at his creation, the Mahatmas also look at the world as their own expansion. Therefore, Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu Name Dveshosti Na Priya. That is why great masters have no love or hatred for anybody. They are equal for all. This is what is the meaning. Akhandaika rasatvena vakyartha. We have to recognize one common denominator supporting the three kinds of conditionings. प्रत्येक बोधो जो आभाति सो द्वयानंद लक्षणः अद्वयानंद रूपश्च प्रत्येक बोधैक लक्षण. Therefore, what is the pratyek bodha? Our essential nature, it is advayananda lakshana. That which is uncontaminated, undivided, flawless presence. See, when it is said ananda lakshana, that doesn't mean we are laughing like mad. But पता नहीं यार जब से realize हो गया ऐसे. No, it's not. Living at zero complaint level, you are happy. When we are in deep sleep, people complain. We don't. See, unless we are extraordinary. One extraordinary person went to the doctor and told him, Doctor Saab, please help me. He said, no, I don't give donations. No, not that way. Then I snore so loudly that because of my own snoring, my sleep gets disturbed. Please tell me what I should do. Doctor said, go and sleep in another room. When we are a problem to ourselves, who can help us? Therefore, Ananda Lakshana means what? Living at zero complaint level. When we have no complaints, we are happy. When you are happy, you are silent. This is Brahman. Remember in that text which I like the most, the Bhagwan Dattatreya is the Guru and Parshuramji is the disciple. Tripura Rahasya. There it is distinctly established. We all of us go through Brahmatmekya Bodha, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, dozens of times every day. Only problem is we do not recognize that. Waking we recognize, dream we know, deep sleep we know, but what is the Nirvikalpa Samadhi? We are not yet clear about it. And therefore, although we go through the experience, yet it is not encashed as experience. See? Because the rule is, gain is always through knowledge. Knowledge has to be there. Therefore, Pratyak Bodho ya Amati so Advayananda Lakshana. So what is the meaning of realization? What is the meaning of non-dual bliss? This is that. Etadvaitat. What is that is not told. Saha Advayananda Lakshana. Then Advayananda Rupascha Pratyak Bodhaika Lakshana. This is what is our essential nature. Therefore, Pratyak Bodha and Advayananda Lakshana, they are not two. They are one and the same. Names are given to. Continuing further, iti evam anya tadatmya pratipattir yada bhavet abrahmatvam tamartasya vyavarteta tadaivahi. In this manner, when we properly inquire, then the experience of oneness with the divine happens. Now be attentive. Now this experience of yours, in this experience, there is no division of experiencer and experienced. But experience is there. Ittam anyonya tadatmya pratipattir yada bhavet. When, in this manner, the unconditioned experience of being is established, then abrahmatvatvam arthasya, then mistaking ourselves to be the jiva, I am the most unfortunate, it will disappear. See? Vyavartita tadaivahi. It won't take even a fraction of a second. Because we are not getting anything. On the contrary, we are losing, giving up all the wrong notions. At this point, you remember, I mentioned it dozens of times. All the problems of our life is getting entangled in wrong notions. We are all leading a notional life. Notion about ourselves, notion about the world, notion about God, notion about spirituality, notion about the God realization. So what we do? We replace one notion by another notion. Vedanta helps us remove the wrong notions without creating new notions. I am papi notion. I am punyavan notion. I am ignorant notion. I am intelligent notion. I am unlucky notion. I am is not a notion. You can't change it. See? So the abrahmatvam, that means I am unfortunate, I am unlucky, these all will disappear. When ittam anyana tadatmya pratipatti rada bhavet. When we thus recognize the substratum which is supporting all these superimposed. This is another rule. Aupadhik anekta is an illusion. One man becomes son, husband, and father. Has he become three? No. Then where are they? What are they? They appear but do not exist. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, in sleep, tatra mata amata bhavati, tatra pita apita bhavati. That husband who dares not look at his wife's eyes, where from he gets the courage when they are sleeping together in deep sleep, he snores so loudly, who cares? Where from that courage comes? Because tatra husband bhavati. And then she will wake up. Don't snore loud. No, I'm not snoring, darling. Immediately slow, cool. No, I never snore. And next moment, again, sapta swara, kar. And the best part is, whenever you are happy, you cannot be happy hurriedly. See? So nobody snores hurriedly. Kar. No. Comfortably. Because I am nobody. So nobody is the truth. Somebody is the samsara. Therefore, this point we explained number of times. Spiritual evolution is not becoming extraordinary. Remain ordinary. The moment you will become extraordinary, Feng Shui will come after you. Then the other principles will come. Space has no problem. North, east, west, south. Swamiji, which direction I should face and do meditation? Down. How? Sleep in Bhujangasana and do meditation. We get lost only in these specificities. Non-specific presence is the truth. Therefore, abrahmatvam tamarthasya vyavartet. The wrong notion that I am a jiva will be removed. Tadarthasya cha paroksham yaddevam kim tata shruno purnanandaika rupena pratyek bodha avatishtate. Now, if we take the meaning of the word tat in the Tattvamasi Mahavakya, paroksham, the indirectness about this knowledge, if it remain, so let it remain, how does it matter? It is something like this, Suppose the pot comes to know that, not the pot space comes to know that I am essentially the total space. So as long as the pot is there, it will be referred by the world as a pot space. But is it necessary for the pot space to be the total space to break the pot? Not necessary. Let it remain. And what will be that experience of the pot space? The pot is in me, I am not in the pot. Maharaj, it is not difficult. Only dive deep in your own experience. See? External air, internal air. Can these two airs remain separate? Do kumbhak for half an hour. All problems will disappear. So, air is outside, air is inside. Therefore, the air is in the body or body is in the air. Think. Now go one step further. This object is known when it is included in my mind. And the knowledge of the object takes inside me, not outside. So it is the same mind. Objectively, it is called vritti vyapti. It will come subsequently. And subjectively, it is phala vyapti. So this is an object included in the mind. And I know this is an object by the knower me. Therefore, the same mind is both outside and inside. Therefore, the body is in the mind is not in the body. So, when the pot breaks, will the pot space go out of the pot? When the body breaks, dies, will the mind go out of the body? Then what happens? Nothing happens. All the notion of birth, death, all blubs will disappear. Therefore, now kuch pana, now kuch khona. Life is just a time pass. This is the burden of Tattvamasi Mahavakya. Therefore, tadarthasya paroksham yaddevihi akim tata shrunu. But you know, the Tad Ishvara Brahman remains separate. Let it be. Don't worry about it. You come back to yourself. Friends, this is another principle I told number of times. This is the reason why I don't entertain questions, answers. Questions are always about something other than yourself. And it doesn't matter. See, what is the make of that mic? It doesn't matter. See? Who was the seventh president of America? I don't know, never mind. What was the weight of Mahatma Gandhi at the time of death? Here, I don't know. Doesn't matter. What matters is, do you know who you are? That is what matters. See? And then it comes to, who am I? Tattvamasi. You are divine. Now, you are divine means what? You don't become divine. You are divine. Therefore, pratyavidnyayate, Shankaracharya writes, we have to only recognize our divinity. We don't have to create divinity. We don't have to become good. The husband doesn't have to become man. Unfortunately, he became husband. See, the more we work in this line of thinking, we are deeply going into the meaning of the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. So tadarthasya cha paroksham yaddevam kim tata shruno purnanandaika rupena pratyak bodha avatishtite. So don't worry about it. Rather, you will not worry. See, come back to our friend, snake and a rope. When you come to know by proper inquiry that what I have taken as a snake is essentially a rope. After you have discovered it is a rope, will you continue your inquiry? That is okay, but where the snake has gone? See, this is one example. Second example, we see the sky blue. After having known that the sky has no color. But will you go on arguing, it is okay, it has no color, but still I am seeing it blue. Why? So it is optical illusion. It is not real. Therefore, when something appears, it doesn't mean it is. This is what mithya pratyaya. In the same manner, this world appears to be terrible when we take ourselves to be miserable. But when we are in deep sleep, where the world goes, where I am, when I am, what I am, how I am, everything disappears. All the problems, questions come from this wrong notion about ourselves. Therefore, let us not worry about the other things. Come to know yourself. Evam sati mahavakya paroksha jnanamidhyate yastesham shastra siddhantam vijnanam shobhatetaram. And such people who talk about this kind of logic, no, it's okay. You have come to discover that you are divine. But what about Brahman? This is said here sarcastically. Yesham, those who think mahavakyat parokshadhi. By this study and understanding of the Mahavakya, you only get objective understanding. Their wisdom is supreme indeed, sarcastically said. See, because Shastra Siddhanta Vijnanam, this is what they have understood. See, friends, therefore, those who are touch me not brand, they should not study Vedanta. They should sit with a tabla peti, and when people are sleeping, hit loudly. Now continuing further, Astam Shastrata Siddhanta Yuktya Vakyat Parokshadihi Swargadi Lokavat Vakyai Naivam Dashame Vivicharita. Okay, we agree Shastra Siddhanta was wrong, whatever it may be. But Yuktya, logically, we can say Vakyat Parokshadhi. When you are hearing, it is not an experience. It is only the acquired knowledge. Example is given, Swargadi Vakyavat. If you do good, you go to the heaven. If you do bad, you go to the hell. So hell and heaven is only parokshadi. We have not seen hell and heaven. Here the teacher says, don't forget how we started. Dashame Vyabhicharataha. In the story of the 10 people, it was distinctly told, clearly, that when the 10th person was told that the 10th person is not lost and you are that 10th person. So the 10th person is not lost was what? It was Satta, existence. He is. Thereafter he was told, you are that 10th person. That is Tattvamasi. So therefore it is not negated. And therefore, don't take wrong examples and confuse yourself. Swataha aparoksha jivasya brahmatvam abhivanchataha na shed siddha parokshatvam iti yuktir mahati aho. See, starting your spiritual practice to discover that you are Brahman and you end up that you are not Brahman. You are great indeed. There is nobody wiser than you in this world. Example is given. Vruddhim ishtavato moolam api nashtam iti drusham laukikam vachanam sartham sampannam tat prasadataha. See, a person wanted to earn money, so he invested some money and he lost even the investment also. In the same manner, you started studying Vedanta and you became more miserable. They are called as lipstick Vedantis. See, the Vedanta is sticking to their lips. Therefore, when the mango is raw, it is hard and it is not sweet. But when the mango becomes sweet, not artificially, on the tree, then it detaches without efforts. In the same manner, this Vedanta knowledge, when it becomes mature, we don't have to practice dispassion. See? Like, be attentive. Are our eyes or vision attached to any color and form? No. So what sadhana you have to do, tell me? Only come to realize this. Attachment is an illusion. The day you come to discover this, then Play the game of life. How? Karnataka. We are in Karnataka. We are all doing natak. I am talking and you are as if listening. Attention is after this thing, we have to go there for puja and food they are going there, I don't know what type of food it is. Brahman halwa milega. See? Therefore, do not unnecessarily think about anything. These two things, if you consciously work, you will see what difference it makes. Don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. Second is, don't talk to yourself. You will block your past and future. And you know the beauty? Mind cannot survive in the present. Mind can survive only in the past and the future. Now, who wants to die? Nobody wants to die. So the mind will start. Suppose you are simply sitting. Don't talk to yourself, listen to silence. इससे क्या होता है? जप करेंगे. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. But I am doing japa for so many years. Nothing is happening. To whom? To Om Namah Shivaya. No. This is how the mind is making fool of us. Stop this mind. Apply break. And break through wisdom. The mind will give us so new techniques. What is there simply sitting, Om Namah Shivaya or simply meditation? उससे क्या होता है? God is dynamic, Then you go there, but today I have not done my meditation, I think I am missing something. Mind is making us dance. You may trust anybody or even a cobra from Pune. You know cobra? Kokras the Brahman. You may trust them. Don't trust your mind. Discipline means discipline. No means no. No more talking to yourself and no more talking about the past. Shut up. See? Get it clear. So what is the Jiva? Brahman plus the conditioning of Upadhi or the Antakaran. Similarly, what is the husband? Man plus the conditioning of the wife is husband. So is husband a reality? Reality is man. In the same manner, reality is Brahman, supporting the conditioning of the Panchakoshas. And thereafter, a non-existing entity appears. So, as husband is an appearance, in the same manner, Jiva is also an appearance. So what is the use of the husband? For lifting the bags, for paying the bills. See? Then use them. But don't become serious. See, other people's husbands are so smart. मेरा देखो मेष पात्र. दूर से सब अच्छा दिखता है. These words I heard from you people only. See, friends. For Jivaha Parokshatam Arhati, one is able to attain the essential nature of the Jiva, Antakarana Sabhinna Bodhaha. Although in association with the mind, etc., Upadi Sadbhavad, because of the conditioning, one appears to be the Jiva, but Brahman is conditioned, less experience is Brahman. Meaning what? That experience which is gained without the intervention of mind. Now, what is the experience which is gained by the intervention of the mind? That experience where the knower known knowledge Triputi is valid. That experience is through the agency of the mind. And therefore, if this Triputi disappears, then there is nobody who is left behind to claim I am realized. In realization, there is nobody left. Because there is nobody left, a realized person is not extraordinary. He is ordinary most. Because upadhis have gone. If we go beyond the upadhi of the relation between the sun and the earth, you have gone somewhere, far away. Then which side is the east and the west and south? Nothing. See, friends. Therefore, as long as we are functioning through upadhi, Karnataka, whatever we are supposed to behave in this world, do like that. See? But don't get too much entangled. Protect yourself from yourself. So, Jivaha aparokshatam arhati. When we are able to recognize our presence without reference to the knowership. Therefore, experience without an experiencer is the truth. And see how this experience? We have no experience of our absence. Therefore, is it necessary to say, Aham Brahmasmi? Then, Mauna Vyakya. Nothing to talk, nothing to hear. Then what is life? Time pass. In time pass, Triputi is not created. When we play with the kids, we are playing, but we don't become player. But the child becomes a player. I want to win. We don't want to win, nor we want to lose. See? If you take this principle in letter and spirit, even if you want, you cannot become miserable. Make the miseries miserable. Therefore, Brahma anupaditaha. Recognize yourself to be, although functioning through the upadhi, but recognize yourself to be without upadhi. And what is the upadhi? Upadhi is, I am man, I am woman, I am Indian, I am non-Indian, I am rich, I am poor. All these upadhis are discarded. Now try to talk about yourself. All that we talk is only aupadhik satta. See? And this doesn't exist. This is how our ego develops. Bring our total past through those flowers, those fools put together by a thread of consciousness, and an individuality is created. Therefore, न एवं ब्रह्मत्व बोधस्य सोपाधिर विषयत्वतः यावद विदेहे कैवल्यम उपाधे अनिवारणात्. In this manner, one should not understand the realization of the Brahman, because sopadhi vishayatvatah, this knowledge, although functioning through the conditioning of the Panchakoshas, doesn't get contaminated. See, Knowledge is only prakashak. That which illuminates is not touched by what is illumined. Basic rule. Like again the same example, when the eyes are seeing different colors, eyes do not have different colors. See? Whether Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Samadhi comes and goes, nothing happens to me. So what is the spiritual practice? Play the game of the waker and it is over. Then play the game of the dream. After it's over, then play the game of the deep sleep. It's over, never mind. Play the game of the samadhi. Nahi lagti to chodo. Relax. Na kuch pana. When there is a waking and dream, what do we get? When there is a deep sleep and samadhi, what do we lose? It is only in the infinite, the Brahman, where the mathematic fails. Infinite plus minus, anything continues to be infinite. This is that, etadvaitat. Naivam brahmatva bodhasya sopadi vishayatvatah yavat videhe kaivalyam upadehe anivaranat. See? Therefore, we should not mistake like this, Brahman means you will be giving up the body. No. Let the body remain. You never claim it to be yours. You don't have to deny anything. See, friends, to be happy, you don't have to take divorce. Then don't take her seriously. That's it. How to do that? Karnataka. This is the highest spiritual practice. And all the problems of life are sorted out by one word from our scriptures. Life is Ram Leela or Krishna Leela. Leela means everything appears happening, but in fact nothing is happening. See? When Bhagwan Ram started from Chitrakoot to go in the forest. So that was the last year. 13 years he stayed comfortably in Chitrakoot, no problem. Then he told Sitamba, hide your original form in the element fire and take out a Xerox copy. And thereafter, Bhagwan Ram original, Sitaji Xerox copy, and Lakshmanji original. Lakshmanji doesn't know that this is Xerox copy. So perfect it was. And then Ravana took which? Xerox copy. And after everything was over, then while going back to Ayodhya, Xerox has to be destroyed, original has to be taken, go back to the fire. Xerox goes back and original comes out. This was known by Bhagwan Ram and Sitaji. But how drama, Sita, where are you? Without you I cannot. Arey Baba, when Bhagwan Ram did natak, when Bhagwan Krishna did natak, why are you serious? If they are your ideal, you also be ideal. But we become so serious. My son-in-law and daughter-in-law. Enough. There are two types of miseries. Miseries of having and miseries of not having. Those who have money, they are miserable. Kahan chupau? And those who don't have money, kahan se luto? Both of them, same miseries. Therefore, that which is beyond is and is not is the truth. See, we don't have the experience that I am not. Therefore, it is no need to say I am. See, I am that. That kya hai? Kuch nahi hai. You are that. How simple it is. That which is beyond the scope of is and is not. Asti nasti pratyay rahit anubhuti. Everything in this world is recognized with reference to these two verbs. Something is not. But we do not fall in that purview, whether I am or I am not. See? Everything disappears. Then that which is available in the absence of everything is the ultimate truth. अंतःकरण साहित्य राहित्याभाम विशिष्यते उपाधिर जीव भावस्य ब्रह्मतायाश्च नान्यथा. So, jiva bhavasya, the notion of being a jiva is antakaran. When sahitya, when associated with the mind, then Paramatma is called as the jiva. When transcending antakarana rahitya, then the jiva is Paramatma. So man associated with the wife is husband, and husband not associated with the wife is a man. Now what simpler explanation can the scriptures give us? And who is miserable? Is the husband who is miserable. That is why this word is adopted from Hindi in English. You know that? जिसकी हंसी बंद वो husband. Have you seen any husband smiling except now? But they are laughing, not looking this side. This is you. You don't have to go anywhere. Therefore, upadhir jiva bhavasya brahmatayascha nanyatha. Therefore, the more we are able to understand, jiva is nothing but Brahman associated with the conditioning. And conditioning are this Panchakosha, and therefore in the third chapter, Panchakosha Vivek, how I cannot be the gross body, how can I be the Pranamaya, Kosha, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. And that which is supporting everything, but that which doesn't depend on anything, the ultimate truth, this is what I am. Mattaha Smriti Jnanam Apohanancha. Bhagavan says, I only support the knowledge, the Smriti, dream, Apohanam, deep sleep, Chakarat, Samadhi. I only support Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Samadhi, and therefore Sarvaihi Vedaihi Ahameva Vidyaha. The purpose of all the scriptures is only to know who is this Aham. Not what is this Aham, who is this Aham. That is worthy of knowing. यथा विधि रूपादि स्यात् प्रतिषेधस्तथा न किं सुवर्णलोह भेदेन शृंखलत्वं न विद्यते. Similarly, having upadhi, Brahman has become jiva. Not having upadhi, the jiva has become Brahman. So the two kinds of conditioning of having, conditioning of not having, but both are conditioning. Whether somebody is tied down with a steel chain or tied down with a golden chain, it makes no difference. He is tied down in the same manner. Whether upadhi is there or not, Brahman remains the same. This is what we have to understand. Therefore, atadvyavritti rupena sakshat vidimukena cha vedantanam pravritisyan dvidha iti acharya bhashita. Therefore, the great teachers have told the truth is indicated by two methods. One, what the truth is not and what the truth is. So, atadvyavritti rupena. Ashabdam, asparsham, arogam. So, negating everything. And what it is, satyam jnanam anantam brahma yo veda nitam guhayam. In this manner, by two ways, the scriptures or the teachers have established. Therefore, अहम अर्थ परित्यागाद अहम ब्रह्मेति धीकुतः दैवम न एवं अंशस्य ही त्यागः भागलक्षणय उदितः. Now this is a very subtle topic, be attentive. Aham arthasya parityagan. When the meaning of the aham is rejected. Now what is rejected? Aham sukhi, aham dukhi. That qualified meaning of the aham is rejected. Thereafter, the unqualified aham remains. This unqualified aham is our essential nature. This is what that soham is. But that soham mantra is meant for reflection. But Mahatmas are so great, all the Grastas, they name their child as Soham. And then, Soham, beta khana kha le. Main nahi khaunga. Can you imagine somebody has named his child? Om Namah Shivaya comes. You don't use the mantra to label some child, is it not? Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. The Soham is a mantra. Mantra is, you have to reflect on the meaning of that mantra. But it just becomes all tradition. Therefore, I am Brahman is negating Aham Jiva. I remains. So, I am man and I am husband. When I am husband is negated, the I am the man remains. You cannot negate your being. That eternal presence is meant by this. Therefore, I am not husband, I am not father, I am not brother, I am not anything, but I continue to be. In the same manner, I am not the, what you call, Panchakoshas, I am not happy, miserable. When everything is rejected and we come to a point which cannot be further rejected, that is the ultimate meaning of this Mahavakya. So, Antakarana Santyagat avashishte chidatmani aham brahmeti vakena brahmatvam sakshini ikshate. Therefore, Antakarana Santyagat. When we thus discard the mind-free experience, I give you right now, be attentive. Not closing the eyes, but keeping the ears open. Who makes this statement? I had good sleep, but in between, bad dreams. Who makes this statement? Work on it. You, the waker, cannot make this statement because the waker was not in the deep sleep. The dreamer cannot make this statement because he was not in the deep sleep. The deep sleeper also cannot make this statement because he is not awake. But this statement is made. And this statement is of our experience. Who makes it? See, friends, when you thus reflect over it, you come to know the one who makes this statement in the waking without becoming a waker. The one who makes this statement is the one who is in the dream without becoming a dreamer. The one who makes this statement in the deep sleep, remaining in the deep sleep without going to sleep. If he has gone to sleep, he cannot make a statement, I had good sleep. Vedaisya sarvai ahameva vidya. This is the one, the truth. Antakarana santyagat avashishte chidatmani. When antakarana is completely rejected, be attentive. Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Samadhi. 4 experiences we go through. Jagrat Avastha, waking experience is Buddhi Pradhan, where everything is established logically. Swapna Avastha, dream is Mana Pradhan, everything is chaotic. No logic, no reason. Then Sushupti Avastha, deep sleep, is Ahankar Pradhan. Antakaran Chatushtay, Mana Buddhi Chitta Ahankar. Deep sleep is Ahankar Pradhan. And therefore, in deep sleep, life continues, blood circulation continues, nail grow, hair grow. Who is doing that? It is Ahankar. And Samadhi is Chitta Pradhan. Therefore, if somebody tells the disciple, hey, get me a cup of tea, and by the time the tea comes, he is in Samadhi. Then he wakes out of Samadhi after 15 years. First question he will ask, where is my tea? Because when the last thought was, I want a cup of tea. It is like a frozen thought. The moment he comes out of that Samadhi, again that thought becomes activated. In short, Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Samadhi, these are at the mind level. Mind means Antakaran Chatushtaya level. Then all of them are supported by the one reality which is supporting the Jagrat Avastha of the intellect, Sapna Avastha of the dream, of the mind, Sushupti Avastha of the Ahankar, and Samadhi Avastha of the Chitta, but independent, untouched by them. This is what is the truth. Antakarana Santyagat Avashishte Chidatmani Aham Brahmeti Vakkena Brahmatvam Sakshini Ikshate. By what we know that Jagrat Avastha has come and gone, I am the same. By what we know, Sapna has come and gone, dream, the deep sleep is coming and going. By what? This Pramana Nirapeksha Anubhuti, that experience which does not involve the working out of any means of knowledge, that experience is called as the Aham Brahmeti. Brahmatvam Sakshani Ikshate. See friends, the Sakshi is the one who is uninfluenced by what is illumined. So Saprakashopi Sakshi eva Dhivritya Vyapyate never Phala Vyapyatvamevasya Shastra Krudbhir Nivaritam. Now be attentive. It's a little technical. Saprakasha api Sakshi Dhivritya Vyapyate anyavan. The Sakshi is Saprakasha, self-illumined. But the self-illumined reality, the Brahman, is Dhivritya Vyapyate, is conditioned by the thought, the buddhi. And therefore, Phala Vyapatvam evasya Shastra Krudbhir Nivaritam. But he doesn't become the knower. Now be attentive. In any knowledge, there are 3 things which happen. How the knowledge takes place. When the object is included in the mind, it is called as Vritti Vyapti, meaning the thought has engulfed this object. Vritti Vyapti. Only by this the knowledge doesn't take place. Somebody is sleeping, and you must have seen somebody is very open-hearted, sleep with everything open. So in front of their eyes, you bring the fingers and show 4 plus 4, how much? No. See? Therefore, this object is first included in the mind. It's called Vritti Vyapti. then this object is known by me, the knower. The knower is phala. Phala is the result. Unless there is a knower, knowledge cannot happen. See? Otherwise, two chairs are together, kept. Will they talk? अरे यार मोटू आ रहा, मैं भागती हूँ यहाँ से. No. For the knowledge to happen, a knower must be present. That knower is called technically as phalavyapti, knower. So in case of the objective things, phalavyapti is essential. But in case of the Sakshi Chaitanya, phalavyapti is not essential because swaprakashaha api, because is self-illumined. Now further, it is explained in the next verse probably. Buddhi tasta chidabhaso do api vyapnato ghatam tatra ajnanam diya nashet abhasena ghataspuret. So, when a particular object is known by the intellect, what happens? The intellect or the buddhi or the mind takes the shape of that particular object. So, this is how the object is included in the mind. Thereafter, the vyapnutaha ghatan tatra ajnanam dhiya nashet. So, the ignorance about that object is removed by inclusion in the mind, and then it is illumined by the self-illumined consciousness. Here, the you cannot go further. This Sakshi Chaitanya word is given only as a replacement. It is something like this. Example, to see this object, we require two lights. That light from the bulb and eyes light. But to see the light of the bulb, we don't require these things. Oh, torch kahan hai, dikhta hai? No, self-illumined. Exactly the same. Sakshi Chaitanya is self-illumined. Although illuminating the world, but not getting influenced by the world. So this Sakshi Chaitanya is none other than the Brahman. Be attentive. The Ghatakasha is none other than the Mahakasha. For the pot space to be the total space, it is not necessary to throw the pot away. In the same manner, for the Sakshi Chaitanya to be Brahma Chaitanya doesn't have to reject the thoughts. Let them be there. They cannot influence the Sakshi Chaitanya. Therefore, two stages. When we are conducting the business of our life, day to day, that time, drashta bhav. See? Remain uninvolved in this world. Don't get involved unnecessarily. When you are all by yourself on the seat of meditation, then with the thoughts, be Sakshi Bhav. So these things two together is a jump, dive into the divine. So first, we don't get involved in this world unnecessarily. And when you are sitting quiet, don't worry about the thoughts. But why the thoughts come? Now, where the thoughts should come? They should come in the nose so you can blow them out. Thoughts will come in the mind. Why you worry? Relax. Thus, slowly, slowly, we come to discover the one who was in the waking, going through good and bad experiences, but not getting involved, is practicing Brahmabhyas. Then when sitting quiet, let any kind of thoughts come, not getting influenced by any one of them, is the Sakshi Abhyas. When these two things are simultaneously practiced, then tatra ajnanam dhiya nashet abhasena ghataha spuret. So the wrong notion about the world is removed. And we come back to our essential nature. So, abhasena ghataspuret. So, the mind includes the object, and the object is known by the abhasa chidabhasa. And in that light of the reflected consciousness, the world is known. Therefore, do not go beyond this. Brahmani ajnana nashaya vritti vyapti apekshita swayam spurana tvat na abhase upayujyate. This is what just now I told you. So, Brahmani ajnana nashaya vritti vyapti apekshita. So, only vritti vyapti. When the truth is known, in that knowledge, knower is not born. Vritti vyapti. Spurana Sarupatvad na abhasa upayujyate. There is no need. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. Do you know? Tumhara kya haal hai? Apan to Baba aise hi. No. And therefore, there cannot be anybody who is realized. Thank you so much. I was worried whether I will get realized or not. In realization, a body doesn't exist. Give it a try, and therefore, if you have got notion, I am not realized, congratulations. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.